What would a win mean for the Houston Texans if they can pull it off against the San Francisco 49ers? It's going to be, more difficult than last week because, the 49er defense, they're going to be there. Arik Armstead, Fred Warner, Nick Bosa. Josh Norman, if you still want to consider him a good corner, in the NFL. They're all going to be healthy. They're all going to be going against Davis Mills. We do know Justin Britt is coming back, so that is good. The offensive line has been playing better as of late. Shout out to James Cameron. Davis Mills has been upright. He hasn't been on the floor, and it's showing. That's why his pass rating is 102.5, and he's thrown 5 touchdowns, 1 interceptions. When you keep a quarterback upright, he's going to do amazing things. And then, don't even get me started on the offense. With Debo Samuel, George Kittle, Kyle Juszczyk. I'm sorry, I always mess up the name. And then, Jimmy G slash Trey Lance. If Jimmy G cannot go, this would be crazy huge if it's Davis Mills against against Trey Lance. May the best man win. And if they pull out a win, and by I mean they, the Houston Texans and Davis Davis Mills has a good game. I think that, Davis must answer all the question if he indeed is a starting quarterback in the NFL, because the past 2 weeks he's been playing very good. And people are really on the fence about Davis Mills. We heard Saw Sports talk about him. We've heard Texas Unfiltered talk about him. ESPN, Davis Mills was even on the Pat McAfee show. He's playing so good that we are asking ourselves the question, is this dude legit or not? And to be going against the competition, like I said, Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, Arik Armstead, these guys are legit. Can Davis Mills have a good game against this 49er defense? What if they pull out a win? What if they, lose, but it's a high scoring game and, and Davis Mills outduels, Jimmy Garoppolo, or he outduels Trey Lance? How would you feel about that? I would feel absolutely fantastic. But why this could potentially be an upset game is because, last week they played the Tennessee Titans. As we know, there's no Derrick Henry, and, Jimmy G still had 300 plus yards. Debo Samuel had a crazy day, over 150 yards plus 20 rushing. Where they lost the game was the turnovers. Jimmy G threw 2 turnovers. Threw 2 interceptions. Late towards the game that led the Titans to winning. And that kind of sounds like how the Houston Texans won last week, because Justin Herbert still had 300 and something yards. The running back Jackson still had his 2 touchdowns. But when it was time to make a play, the Houston Texans defense stepped up. Jonathan Owens, the interception, the fumble recovery. Tavier Thomas, the interception taken back for a touchdown. If it's going to come down to if the Texans defense is going to make plays, I think the question has already been answered all season, is they are. But can this Houston Texans offense capitalize off the turnovers? Can the offensive line continue to play good? Can Rex Burkhead, do exactly what he did last week? He's had over 100 yards and the offense was going. I want to see more Brevin Jordan. I want to see more Nico Collins. Let's see the deep ball. We do know that Brandon Cooks is coming back. If you want to, pay attention to that list, Jonathan Grenard, Malik Collins, the Houston Texans are getting healthy again. Malik Collins himself said that the Houston Texans are now starting to find their identity. So this is a huge game for the Houston Texans. And if they win, what does this mean for David Culley? A man who I said should not be in the NFL, a man who I've asked for, to be fired. What if he goes back to back to back and has an impressive game against the 49ers? What does that say for him? A lot of questions will be answered and a lot of questions will be asked if the Houston Texans could pull off, a huge upset against the San Francisco 49ers. But let me know what you guys think about this game. What does it mean if the Houston Texans pulled it off? As always, let me guys know what you think. Go Texans. You have a blessed day.